Hello there everyone, my name is Rexby and welcome back to Let's Play Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. In the last episode, we kept following this girl, saved some baby turtles, saw some cool ass whales, and we went through a town with an invisible monster, and now we're continuing along this simple snowy path where you can't even move in 3D space, so there's really not a whole lot to do. And apparently she has some kind of cave here already. The little brother doesn't really want to go, but the older brother is like, just be quiet and follow me. Assumably the older brother just has a crush on that girl, and that's why he follows her, goes in there because she wants it. Who knows, really? Anyway, again, it's 2D, so that's a bit of a shame that you can't move around in 3D. But it does look really cool. I see this cave like with the pots, and for the rest it's all very dark. And up there you can actually see people like wrapped in some kind of silk or something. And there at the bottom you can see some eggs. So it does look really pretty, as pretty much any scene so far has done. And then suddenly the girl starts freaking out and climbing the wall, and she turns off the light. So we seem to be kind of screwed. And here we're actually in a boat, and she turns out to be half human, half spider. That's really creepy, and it explains a lot on why those cultists tried to sacrifice her, because I would have done the same. I mean, nobody wants a spider lady to be something that actually exists. Anyway, we're trapped in this ball, and we need to try and get out. So you need to actually move your controller back and forth, or well, the joysticks, and just shake enough that the wire breaks, and you actually get switched out. And this is a pretty cool boss battle. Basically, with the younger brother, you're stuck in the ball, which somehow got filled up again, which is a bit inconsistent, as it was only half a ball before. But I mean, it's a game, so it's fine. Anyway, basically you keep repeating this pattern where with the younger brother you roll into her, then with the older brother you rip off her leg, and she'll jump up into the sky and try to take the older brother down, and then you repeat that process time after time. It's a neat idea for a concept, but some more variation would have been better. In the later scenes you can even get her on her back before she even has a chance to jump up, which makes it even more easy. It's a bit of a shame. I would have liked there to have been an extra pattern after the first few times, but the game is what it is. It's pretty short. Anyway, right as you're about to kill her, she stabs the older brother with some kind of poison, and that looks really painful. Your dad actually wakes up from it. He can probably feel it all the way from where he is, and it's weird because it shows that they have some kind of connection, because otherwise he wouldn't react this heavily. I really like the kind of storytelling that they feel so connected even though they are so far away. I really appreciate that, and it also shows that the father, despite himself being in a bad shape, is still very concerned about his son's health as well. And the glass shattering there looks really cool. in my opinion. Anyway, right now the younger brother has to support the older brother in walking because he's just too injured to walk himself. So you need to go along this path, and it's pretty straightforward until, of course, there's an avalanche. And now you get to do some snow sliding. I think this would have been pretty cool, except that it's just a straight path. I wish they would have done something a bit cooler with it to make you go along several paths or something, or just extend it a bit more, because that is a problem I feel with this game, is that a lot of the ideas they incorporate could be really neat, but they're really basic. They're not really fleshed out, and I feel that's a bit of a shame, because if they would have fleshed everything out a bit more, the game could have been a bit longer too, and it would be a bit of a better game, I think. But it's still, you know, pretty neat. Anyway, we arrive at this tree, and oh my god, this is probably the prettiest area in the entire game for me. Just the light on this huge tree, the feathers or leaves falling in the wind, just the lightning work and the coloring here is really cool. Anyway, the older brother here, he just says to the younger brother to go get the medicine for the dad and to let him here because he can't move. He's in really bad shape. So we're gonna actually, for the first time in the game, continue along with just one brother, and that's just the little brother. So that is something pretty neat. For the first time in the game, you just don't control two characters at once. You only need to control one, which is kind of unique. And this area inside the tree is also really cool. They used really nice wood textures, and the depth here looks pretty cool. You really get a feeling of how it actually would look like inside of some giant ass tree, when it's not really something that you're likely to ever experience. And these game creators did a really good job of letting you imagining it and experiencing the adventure for what it is. And yeah, I think they really did a good job. But this part, it's just a linear path. There's nothing that you can do poorly or anything. There's not even choices you can make. Once you get here, you can climb down or up, but really you need to get further up the tree. So again, it's quite an easy choice. And we have some kind of bird's nest here. So I wonder what kind of bird it is. It looks like it's a pretty big one, because the younger brother, it looks really tiny in it. And I love how you can see it down there. I think you can... No, you can move the camera to look down, which is a bit of a shame, because I wanted to try and look down to see if I could see the older brother. But we can. Anyway, we're just going to continue on, and then there's this glowing puddle of water. And that is actually the medicine. This is where we needed to go to get the medicine for our dad. The younger brother just swipes his fingers through it, and then he'll fill up the flask now. Or is that a flask? It looks kind of like a flask, or something to contain liquid in and drink from anyway. And you have these fireflies too, and just this pretty orb. It's a pretty scene. It really is. Anyway, we're gonna just go ahead and jump down this chute and slide all the way back down. Again, there's really not much you can do to control here. I'm not sure if you can even control anything at all, but yeah, we fall down, and the older brother has collapsed, so progress with him isn't really looking well. And yeah, the wound was apparently worse than we thought, because he seems to be dead, and the younger brother tries to give him the medicine, but it's to no avail. It's really a shame, because they set out on this adventure to save their dad, and now it has cost the older brother his life. It's just quite a sad scene, in my opinion. And you can just really get a feel of the distraught with the younger brother, having he's lost his mother at the start of the story. He's close to losing his father, and now he lost his brother too. It's just he just feels like he has no one left. Although there is still a chance for the father, of course. Anyway, we move a bit forward, and it started raining really heavily, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, the rain does look cool, but I much preferred the lightning in the scene before this. But this does fit the atmosphere of the scene more. The rain is a lot sadder. And now they hug, but we already know that the older brother is dead. This isn't actually the older brother. This is just something that the little brother is imagining or wishing he could experience again, because right in front of us is still the older brother's dead body. And we're gonna have to pay respect to the older brother in a fitting manner. So what we're actually gonna do is, well, you'll see it in a second here. We actually dug a grave for the older brother with our bare hands. That's a pretty big hole to bury with just your bare hands. And, well, it shows the little brother is pretty damn hardcore, because he keeps doing it. And he just walks so slow right now because he's so sad. He can't even walk normally. He just has to walk at this really slow pace, sobbing constantly. And we're gonna have to grab the older brother. You can grab him by this side. I'm not sure if you can grab him by his feet. Actually, let me try that out. No, or can't? No, I can't let go of him anymore. But yeah, maybe you can grab him by his feet too. But I think it's more respectful to grab him by his upper body anyway. And we're gonna drag him over to the hole we dug to give him a proper burial, because he deserves that. And meanwhile, we can just enjoy the gorgeous atmosphere with the space-like background and these pretty white flowers. It's just this game is one of the prettiest games I've seen, and I guess I'm just a bit of a sucker for stylized graphics, because they tend to age rather well, which is a problem that some of the realistic games have. They may look really amazing now, but you just know that they will age. They won't age as well as stylized games, and I guess that's a reason I really prefer stylized games like this. And I'm also not a great fan of super realism. I mean, it looks good, but I generally still prefer stylized, because it gives a game a bit more of a unique image, a unique appearance, and not just the most realistic possible graphics that the current generation of computers or consoles can handle. It shows more artistic value, in my personal opinion. Anyway, we get a wide view zoom of the tree, which looks gorgeous, and then we get to meet up with a friend. So the griffin-like creature that we assumed to be dead was not actually dead, and that is really relieving news to hear. So we're gonna hug it, and there's some weird shadow glitch there, so sorry for that. But we're gonna get on the back of the griffin and ride him for one last time. Or her. It looks kind of feminine, so maybe it's a her. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's actually where I'm gonna end the episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode a lot. I know that the ending for me here, while we fly through some of the scenes we've seen over again, it's really awesome. This isn't the end of the LP. We still have the epilogue in the next episode, so I hope you all come back to watch that episode as well. And I'm just gonna let you enjoy the rest of this scene before I'll end the episode. So enjoy it, and I'm gonna just stop commenting here. Bye.